Good morning, America. Splashdown for the astronauts and a wild start to March Madness. Homecoming.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
Astronauts Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore celebrate their first full day back on Earth after an unplanned 9-month stay in space. Welcomed home by a pod of dolphins, what's next for them?
Snow, wind, and fire. Dangerous driving conditions, strong winds overturning vehicles, dust storms, avalanches. This morning, millions on alert for life-threatening severe weather, including possible tornadoes, fire danger, and an extensive blizzard.
Tesla targeted. The investigation after a string of recent arson attacks and vandalism against vehicles from Elon Musk's company. What the Attorney General is saying this morning.
Battle over deportations. Chief Justice John Roberts issues a rare public rebuke of President Trump after the president attacked the federal judge who tried to block the deportation of hundreds of Venezuelan migrants. As the president talks to Vladimir Putin, what the Russian leader agreed to, what he defied. James Longman on the scene gets President Zelensky's response.
The JFK assassination files released overnight, what we learned about the CIA.
In court, the man believed to be the last to see the missing American college student facing the media and a judge in the Dominican Republic pleading for his freedom.
Saved at sea. New video shows fishermen rescuing 2 missing Florida teens after their paddleboard drifted miles off the coast. We hear from the fishermen.
And what's better than March Madness?
A home run play, the deflection, the layup!
Overnight, history for the Hornets with that Hail Mary pass to tip off all the mayhem. Will this father and son duo keep dancing?
Live from Times Square, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
It has begun. A lot of excitement for March Madness. Good morning, America. Hope you guys are doing well this morning.
Absolutely. Some wild finishes already. We will hear more from the father and son duo from Alabama State on their big win just ahead.
Yes, they are dancing, the Hornets, of course, and we are singing. We have big news from the voice behind that song you just heard and who she's teaming up with.
That's coming up. We begin with the NASA astronauts who arrived at the Johnson Space Center in Houston overnight. Take a look at these new images. They do seem pretty happy to be home after an unexpected 9-month stay aboard the International Space Station. Faith Abubey is in Cape Canaveral with the latest. Good morning, Faith.
Yeah, good morning to you, George. A remarkable scene here off the coast of Florida. A clean re-entry into the atmosphere and a splashdown that gave us dancing dolphins. The crew came out of the capsule with the biggest smiles on their faces this morning. They're waking up in Houston, Texas, getting ready to reunite with their families.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
NASA astronauts Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore finally touching down back on Earth after an unplanned 9-month stay in space.
Nick, Alex, Butch, Sunny, on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
Moments earlier, the SpaceX Dragon capsule deploying parachutes, floating the crew down safely, landing off the coast of Florida at 5:57 Tuesday evening. The astronauts welcomed by a pod of dolphins before being lifted onto a recovery vessel. The crew all smiling and waving as they are assisted one by one out of the capsule, reacclimating to Earth's gravity.
The crew's doing great. You know, they'll spend a little time on the recovery ship getting checked out.
Undock sequence commanded.
The members of Crew 9, Commander Nick Hague, cosmonaut Alexander Gorbanov, along with Sunny and Butch, undocking from the International Space Station early Tuesday.
Crew 9's going home.
17 hours later, these first images captured by Mission Control. For Butch and Sunny, a long-awaited return after the original 8-day stopover mission turned into a 286-day ordeal due to technical issues with the Boeing Starliner, which was sent back without them in September.
We've had opportunities to do all sorts of science, spacewalks. It's varied and pretty awesome, actually, opportunity to do something different every single day.
Sunny breaking the record for the most spacewalking time by a woman at 62 hours and 6 minutes. The crew now undergoing medical evaluations, eager to reunite with their families.
We're all excited. We're waiting for her.
And NASA, as well as the medical teams, are still evaluating that crew this morning, making sure they're safe and healthy before reuniting with their family members. The timing on that is still up in the air, but we expect that to happen within the next day or two. And after everything that they've been through, especially Sonny and Butch, after that 9-month ordeal, NASA has promised them some much-needed time off. Guys?
Well deserved.
Yes, I think so.
I love that there were dolphins, too, welcoming them, swimming them as they come home.
Cue the dolphins.
Exactly. It's perfect. Faith, thank you so much. We do want to turn now to the extreme fire danger across a large portion of the country. Red flag warnings are in effect as powerful winds and dry conditions could spread wildfires. Ginger is tracking all of it. And Ginger, you're also starting with those dangerous dust storms that we've been following.
Right. With this wind so widespread, we're talking 80 to 100 mile per hour gusts. This is what it looked like in Las Cruces, New Mexico. There were accidents, there were road closures there through the panhandle of Texas. But what you do is you add snow to the northern side of this and you end up getting blizzard conditions. And that's what shut down part of I-25 in El Paso County, Colorado. And that is what shut down at least 150 miles of I-80 this morning in Nebraska, between Lexington and, of course, they're in central Nebraska. So that's going to keep moving to the north and east through Minnesota, Iowa, too. Those wind advisories, Indianapolis, back to Texas. Let me show you what happens, though, in the life-threatening severe weather this afternoon. So it starts in the afternoon and evening. If we can destabilize the atmosphere enough in central Illinois and Indiana, you could see tornadoes, strong tornadoes, EF2+ they're mentioning from the SPC. Peoria, Bloomington, Champaign, Terre Haute, Indiana, but outside of there, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, Louisville, and Evansville, all included in the damaging wind threat today, too. So we've got just a ton of different things, and there's also a big fire threat, which I'll share with you in a bit.
Okay, Ginger, thanks very much. We're going to turn now to President Trump. He got a rare public rebuke from Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts after the president called for the impeachment of a federal judge who ruled against the administration on deportation flights. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the latest. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, it is incredibly rare for the Chief Justice to issue a public statement, moreover a rebuke. But that is exactly what John Roberts did as the president ramps up his attacks on the judiciary. And now Trump is responding. This morning, a rare rebuke from Chief Justice John Roberts as President Trump escalates his fight with the judiciary, calling for the impeachment of the judge who tried to block the swift deportation of hundreds of Venezuelan migrants, a directive the judge says the Trump administration ignored. In a statement, Roberts saying for more than 2 centuries it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. The normal appellate review process exists for that purpose. Trump responding to the Chief Justice, saying Roberts never mentioned him by name, though it was clear Roberts was responding to the president's statement.
He didn't mention my name in the statement. I just saw it quickly. He didn't mention my name, but many people have called for his impeachment, the impeachment of this judge.
Trump is doubling down on his criticism of Judge James Boasberg, questioning his authority, saying if a president doesn't have the right to throw murderers and other criminals out of our country, then our country is in very big trouble and destined to fail.
We had a judge, I would call him a rogue judge. You can call him whatever you want. I know nothing about him. I heard about this very late in the process, and I said, that's a strange order.
What Judge Boasberg actually said was that the administration had not provided enough information explaining why it was invoking a rarely used law, the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, to deport the Venezuelan migrants, who the White House says are violent gang members with little to no due process. The judge had verbally ordered the planes containing the more than 200 men returned to the U.S. immediately, but the planes did not turn around. The men instead were flown to El Salvador and transferred to a high-security prison. The White House says federal law enforcement is confident of the threat posed by those deported, but has disclosed little information about how they were identified as gang members. And a federal judge has also issued a legal blow to the administration and Elon Musk's efforts to dismantle USAID, ruling that their shutdown of the foreign aid agency was likely unconstitutional. And another federal judge is now blocking the president's ban on transgender troops serving in the military, writing in a scathing decision that the administration failed to justify and articulate how this policy would impact military readiness. Lindsay.
All right, Mary Bruce Forrest, thanks so much. Now to the latest on President Trump's call with Vladimir Putin about the war in Ukraine. Putin did not sign on to a U.S. plan for a 30-day ceasefire, but he said he's willing to pause attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Our chief international correspondent James Long is on the scene for us in Ukraine. Hey, good morning, James.
Good morning, Lindsay. After more than 2.5 hours of conversation, Donald Trump did not convince Vladimir Putin to sign on to the US-backed ceasefire proposal, but the Russian leader did pledge to stop hitting Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Now, that is a significant move. Russia has caused havoc here on Ukraine's energy infrastructure, causing rolling blackouts, power outages, freezing conditions for millions. But it's also a strategic move from Vladimir Putin because Ukrainian attacks on Russian energy infrastructure have also been significant. Now, last night I spoke to President Zelensky. I asked him if he'd match the Russian proposal. He said he would in principle, but we'd have to see the details. He will speak to President Trump later today about it. I also asked him what he made of the Trump-Putin relationship, who he felt was calling the shots. He was very careful not to criticize Donald Trump. He knows he needs to keep the White House on side. Now, as far as Russia is concerned, this is a win for Vladimir Putin. He is normalizing the relationship with the United States. Now, and the White House hopes that there'll be further talks this coming weekend in the Middle East. They hope that this is a step on the road to a full ceasefire. George.
Okay, James, thanks. We're to turn now to the recent string of arson attacks targeting Tesla vehicles. Federal agents are investigating. Attorney General Pam Bondi called them nothing short of domestic terrorism. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky is here with the story. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, George. Domestic terrorism and Pam Bondi, the Attorney General's calling for severe consequences. Molotov cocktails were thrown at Tesla lots in Las Vegas. Several vehicles went up in flames. The same suspect shot more Teslas with a gun, spray painted the word resist on the building. Tesla Cybertrucks were set on fire in Kansas City, and earlier this month, shots fired at a Tesla dealership in Oregon. Teslas spray painted near Boston, Cybertrucks on fire in Seattle. These crimes against the company owned by Elon Musk are increasing as Musk takes charge of cutting the federal workforce. President Trump has called these vandals garbage, and overnight the Attorney General said the FBI is investigating whether they're coordinated or jointly funded. Whit?
All right, Aaron Katursky for us. Thank you. Turning now to the files on John F. Kennedy's assassination. President Trump ordered thousands of pages of documents to be declassified and made available to the public after more than 60 years. Our senior national correspondent Terry Moran has the story. Terry, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. Who killed JFK? That question has haunted this country for more than 60 years, and polls show most Americans don't accept the official version. This new trove of documents, so far, is unlikely to change many minds. This morning, more than 60 years after President John F. Kennedy's assassination, more than 63,000 pages of unredacted files, long held secret, are now public. The highly anticipated document drop did not reveal any bombshells, but there are some new details about the CIA and how it operated around the time of Kennedy's death.
This is a pretty big deal for many who harbored the notion that there was a greater conspiracy at work. Now they'll be able to see exactly what the government had.
One of the files, known as the Schlesinger Memo, revealed that some of President Kennedy's closest associates did not trust the CIA and were skeptical of its motives. Another file pulled back the curtain on some CIA operations. The organization was tapping Soviet and Cuban telephones at their diplomatic facilities in Mexico City, locations Lee Harvey Oswald visited in the months before the assassination. This latest JFK document drop, a promise from President Trump, who signed an executive order to have the records released without redactions.
And everything will be revealed.
While the initial investigation of the assassination determined 24-year-old Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in killing Kennedy, and subsequent investigations confirmed that, all that hasn't stopped decades of conspiracy theories.
Why was Kennedy killed? Who benefited? Who has the power to cover it up?
I think that it will be frustrating to those who believe that there was a greater conspiracy. There are still a lot of questions, but there has been no theory that gives credibility to the notion that there was a greater conspiracy at work.
A few documents related to Robert F. Kennedy and to Martin Luther King Jr. were also released, including some related to their assassinations. But so far there were no new information that changes established conclusions either. Guys?
So nothing to further any of the conspiracy theories there. All right, Terry, thank you. Now it is time for some March Madness talk. The very first four games certainly did not disappoint. Will Reeve is here with the dramatic ending, setting up a wild start to the big dance. Is your bracket still intact?
No, it's toast already. But well, I had San Diego State going on a bit of a run. That didn't work out.
Wow, okay.
Good morning to everybody. But the big story overnight, though, was that game between St. Francis and Alabama State. The Hail Mary at the end, the madness has begun.
Right here, Moncrief at the horn, and it is over in Dayton.
Overnight, the madness begins in the men's NCAA basketball tournament, coming in the form of a football finish between St. Francis and Alabama State.
Played a deflection. Oh! The layup.
A full-court Hail Mary pass. Alabama State's Micah Simpson heaving the ball toward a mass of humanity under the far hoop. The ball bouncing around and into the hands of Amar Knox. Knox laying it in with under a second to spare.
0.7 seconds left. Alabama State in front.
The wild play delivering the Hornets their first ever win in the big dance.
Elation on one side and agony on the other as St. Francis's dream ends at the first four here in Dayton.
You make that pass on the money all the time at practice, and it was perfect today.
A huge professional and personal moment for head coach Tony Madlock, whose son TJ scored 11 points in the game.
Madlock taking contact.
I get a chance to see the highs and lows of a college basketball season as a college young man growing from a freshman to now a senior. So it's nothing but a blessing.
I see the hard work he puts in every single day, and I don't think nobody in the league does it like him. So, yeah, Coach of the Year, in my opinion.
And he should have said that because I'm his dad.
The Hornets now a 16 seed and headed for a Thursday matchup with #1 overall seed Auburn. The two schools less than an hour's drive away, but a world apart in expectations.
We ain't through. Let's keep playing.
And Carolina just can't miss.
And in the nightcap, senior R.J. Davis leading the North Carolina Tar Heels to victory over the 2023 tournament runner-up San Diego State. Despite critics doubting their credentials, the program with the most tournament wins in history adding to that tally.
We're just focused on what we have to do, not really paying too much attention to what's being said about us and whatnot, just our preparation leading up to the games.
And there are two more men's first four games tonight. Mount St. Mary's versus American and Xavier against Texas. And there are two women's first four games. Princeton, Iowa State, and Southern versus UC San Diego. Whit made a good point, by the way. You don't actually have to turn in your bracket until noon tomorrow. Yes.
I'm changing my whole bracket.
So that's good news for you.
Well, we already scanned mine into the system and made it a graphic, so I think I just got to roll with this thing no matter what.
For the rest of us, we've got time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Will. Coming up, the last person thought to have seen the missing college student on spring break took the stand in the Dominican Republic courtroom. Ariel Reshef was there. Hey, Ariel.
Hey there, George. Joshua Reeve has not been charged with any crime, but authorities here have had his phone and his passport for days. What a judge decided and how long he could have to stay here. We'll have that coming up.
And the incredible survival story of two 16-year-old girls stranded miles from the Florida coast on a paddleboard. We hear from the fishermen who rescued them.
Also new at 7:30, the spring sale showdown and what you may want to buy before tariffs drive up prices. And coming up, what's next for Happy Gilmore? Plus, don't miss what might be one of the greatest baseball catches of all time. We'll be right back.
Oh, why? Why the dancing? Oh. Do you guys remember the rain, George? That was such a morning in Philadelphia. At 7 o'clock, we showed you Shaka Khan. Here you have Patti LaBelle. Her new attitude is working for us this morning. That was Philadelphia almost 6 years ago. I can't believe that.
It was pouring.
I mean, it did not stop our good time. Well, there's a reason we're showing those. We have Patti and Chaka and some big news this morning. We'll find out who else they're teaming up with, and that is coming up in Pop
And
News,
will you
guys.
sing again?
No, it's her dance moves.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was not good.
We'll have to wait and see.
I'll say Lara, what we have new at 7:30. Protests erupted in Tel Aviv after Israel resumed airstrikes in Gaza, shattering the ceasefire with Hamas. The Gaza Ministry of Health reported at least 424 people were killed in the offensive. Also, the Federal Reserve is set to announce its interest rate decision this afternoon, expected to hold rates steady as inflation is still above the Fed's target. Stocks dropped ahead of the decision. Dow down 260 points. The Nasdaq shed more than 300 points.
And Nestle is recalling thousands of boxes of frozen food because they may contain a wood-like substance. The products in question are Lean Cuisine butternut squash ravioli, Lean Cuisine spinach artichoke ravioli, Lean Cuisine lemon garlic shrimp stir fry, and Stouffer's party-sized chicken lasagna. Customers reported seeing the material, including one potential case of choking. And take a look at this. It might be one of the greatest baseball catches of all time. That's what they're calling it. Bases loaded here. Watch this. Texas A&M Corpus Christi outfielder. Yes. Christian Smith Johnson robbed that almost grand slam. There it is in slow motion.
Super impressive.
Despite the heroics, though, Texas A&M Corpus Christi, they did end up losing the game. But he got the highlight on Good Morning America.
There you go. That was incredible.
Amazing.
Okay. We're going to turn now to the American college student who vanished on spring break. The last person believed to have seen her testified in court yesterday as he fights to be allowed to return to the U.S. Ariel Reshef has been in the Dominican Republic, and she's got the latest. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning to you, George. Let's remember, Joshua Reeve is not a suspect, and he told the judge he just wants to go home to his family, but that court hearing turning into a total frenzy.
In front of a swarm of cameras, Joshua Reeve pleading for his freedom in a Dominican court. The 22-year-old from Iowa turning to face the wall of media before telling the judge, I can't go anywhere and I really want to be able to go home, talk to my family, give them hugs, tell them I miss them. I understand I'm here to help, but it's been 10 days and I can't leave. Authorities have held his passport since March 8th. Shortly after his testimony, the judge ruling that Reeve is free to move around the Dominican Republic, but deferring a ruling on his passport, meaning he has to stay in the country until the next hearing in 10 days. After court, his father asked how his son is coping.
In respect to Sedisha's family. Are you able to take him back home? I don't even know where he's at.
Overnight, the law firm representing Reeve saying, we extend our heartfelt solidarity to the family of Sedisha Kananke during these difficult times, joining in the collective hope for her safe return as soon as possible. Reeve is believed by police to be the last to have seen Kananke, the 20-year-old University of Pittsburgh student who vanished from the beach outside their hotel. But he is not a suspect, and authorities say he has been cooperating as a witness. His attorneys arguing he's been constantly surveilled by police. Kananke's family returning to their home in suburban Washington, D.C. They have now requested that Dominican police declare their daughter legally dead, acknowledging she likely drowned without foul play. Reeve saying during his courthouse testimony before the Kanankes left Punta Cana, they gave me hugs goodbye, and her mother gave me a hug and said thank you for saving my daughter the first time. It was really tough.
And Reeve has not been charged with any crime after that nearly 5-hour hearing. It appears he may have to spend at least 10 more days here in the Dominican Republic. Meanwhile, sources are telling us that the search here is winding down. Guys.
And our hearts certainly go out to the Kananke family. Ariel, thank you. Now to the rescue of 2 teenage girls stranded in the waters off the coast of Florida after their paddleboard drifted out to sea. Eva Pilgrim is here with that story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Lindsay. A quick paddleboarding trip quickly turned into a frantic search when 2 16-year-old girls were blown off course and didn't return home. The pair stuck in an oyster reef in the water for some 16 hours, but thanks to some volunteers, found safe, a little cold and cut up, but alive.
This morning, new video of fishermen rescuing 2 missing Florida teens. You see them holding on to the same paddleboard. The fishermen throwing them over their shoulder, taking them to safety after a night out at sea, stuck on their own.
The number of boats that were on the water last night from our law enforcement agencies is just astounding. Add to that triple or quadruple the number of volunteers that we had out there. That's what made this a happy ending.
The pair left the Cedar Key fishing pier north of Tampa Monday afternoon to go paddleboarding. When they didn't return, their loved ones called 911. Multiple agencies showing up, launching an all-out search through the night and into the next day. A group of fishermen spotting the teens Tuesday morning.
As we were moving along, Alex saw something on shore and said, hey, that looks like a raft. And as we pointed the boat towards the girls, they stood up and started waving at us. And then clearly we waved back.
The high tide kind of pushed them up into that area, which was, I believe, around 4:30 this morning, and kind of held on to that island. And that's where we found them.
The teens telling the fishermen they noticed the rescue helicopter earlier in the night and tried to signal it.
They said they had seen the helicopter fly over 3 times.
Spotlight was just out of reach, it seemed like.
And they couldn't leave the paddleboard because the oyster shells are so sharp and they were barefooted. So they couldn't go to the spotlight. So they were just hoping that it would go over the top of them.
Police believe strong winds and waves may have caused the girls to drift to some 14 miles from the pier they were trying to get back to.
As soon as we got there and ran over there, they were a little cut up, real cold, probably a hypothermic.
Kind of wanted to try to make them feel comfortable in some sort of way, and talking, they seemed like they were in good spirits in a bad situation.
The fishermen taking them to a nearby boat ramp where they were rushed by ambulance to the hospital. Both girls in good condition.
And the takeaway here is to always let someone know when you're going to be out on the water and where you're going to be. These girls were found pretty quickly because people knew immediately when they didn't return home and called for help to start that search, guys.
Oh, Eva, but imagine what those hours were like, right?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Now with the spring sale showdown, tomorrow is the first day of spring, and some of the biggest retailers are celebrating the new season with big discounts. Yep, Lara is breaking it all down for us. First, major sales of the season. Why now?
Yeah, why now? Well, why not now?
Right?
Come on, with the weather warming up, people are spring cleaning. They're working on their gardens. They're getting ready for the new season. And companies are battling for your wallet as you spruce up your home. And this is actually Amazon's second year running its big spring sale, offering 40% off seasonal items across 35 categories, from apparel and beauty products, sports and travel essentials, and outdoor furniture, gardening supplies as well. One thing you need to know is that these deals come in themed daily drops starting March 25th to March 31st. I was getting ahead of myself. So you'll want to keep checking back in and see what's new throughout the sale, guys.
All right, so we know that Amazon is in. Where else can you get these discounts?
A lot of stores are doing it. We want to point out some of them. Some of the other major retailers now following suit with spring sales. We're going to start with Target. They have just announced the return of their Target Circle Week. That means 7 days of savings, up to 40% off. We have some examples. You get 40% off kitchen essentials, 30% off patio furniture, up to 30% off Lego products for the moms and dads out there for presents, and up to $200 of savings on certain Apple devices. There are also great buy one, get one deals, including buy one, get 50% off certain grocery items.
Okay.
Yep, and you can get gift card rewards too. They're doing it all. For instance, if you spend $50 on household essentials, you get a $15 gift card. That's
good.
That's nice. Yeah. And if you're a Target Circle member, you get early access on all of this on March 22nd. Write this down. The sale officially kicks off March 23rd. Guys, Walmart's also getting in on all of this. They're offering savings with an online-only event with 30% off patio and garden furniture. Sam, I know you love the garden. 30% off TVs and 50% off jewelry. I'm in. And this event starts on March 24th. And Lowe's, they don't want to be left out either. Their sale starts tomorrow. They have an early deal with garden supplies, 40% off certain major appliances such as washers and dryers and refrigerators.
President Trump wants to impose tariffs. That's going to raise prices. Sort of things people should buy now?
Yes, for sure. So, George, timing is everything, and these sales do coincide with some of the tariffs taking effect. So plan accordingly, because tariffs could eventually raise prices on some of these items. We're talking about furniture, apparel, electronic, and guys, another round of tariffs on steel and aluminum could raise prices on washing machines, baseball bats, lamps, anything made from those materials. Early bird gets the worm and hopefully misses the tariffs.
So you got to stock up, whether you need it or not right
plenty
now.
of opportunity out there. You know, this is what happens. Amazon starts it and all of the retailers jump on board. They want a piece of your action.
But I love that we're getting deals when you want to buy spring stuff instead of after it's all done.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Larrick.
Sammy gave us a big tease.
Well, George, there's something scientific about it. I mean, looking at a baby animal, I think makes you happy. So happy that Lara adopts them all. That's why we had to stop Lara from doing this. Sometimes slow, ladies and gentlemen, is the fastest way to your heart. Meet the newest addition to the San Diego Zoo, this beautiful, there you go, everybody all at one time. Baby sloth was born last month. You're doing it at home. Come on. Here he is with mom, Zena, a 12-year-old sloth who has 2 other children, by the way, but this one's important right now. The zoo posting this adorable little little dude is growing up fast and spends his days clinging close to Xena's side as he nurses while sampling occasionally some solid food. Experts say, and here you come for your sloth fun facts to amaze your friends. Experts say that sloths make great moms. They're very in tune to the needs of their newborns, which are called pups. So for now, this sloth pup is taking it mighty slow, if you will, and bonding with mom. In the next few months, he'll be ready for his public debut.
We will be there.
Now, Lara already asked me this in the commercial break. What is the sloth's name going to be? So we don't know because there isn't one. The zoo hasn't made a decision yet, but we'll keep you posted on. And there's a contest, even the Nashville Zoo's running.
I have a suggestion for the San Diego Zoo.
Yeah.
Slothy Sam.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, all right. But isn't there a naming contest?
There was word that the Nashville Zoo was thinking about putting my name in contention for the little clouded leopard.
Leopard, yeah.
Yeah, I have not gotten. I just asked them.
Lara the leopard. That's a perfect.
I think it's perfect.
Thank you.
Should we start a campaign?
Vote
And the
George, will
campaign
you run
has
it?
begun.
George Stephanopoulos is running my campaign. I'm so excited.
All right, coming up here, the food influencer behind Shred Happens is here, showing us how to make his quick, easy, and healthy weeknight power bowls.
And then Tori Johnson in the house with deals and steals all about spring gardening, Sam. Everything you all need, starting at less than $5.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Homecoming.
And Splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
Astronauts Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore celebrate their first full day back on Earth after an unplanned 9-month stay in space. Welcomed home by a pod of dolphins, what's next for them?
The fight over Prince Harry's immigration. The new documents released after he was accused of receiving special treatment.
First on GMA, former Bachelorette Katie Thurston on her breast cancer diagnosis.
As a 34-year-old woman, it's just, you're not prepared.
Planning treatment when she thought she would be planning her wedding. What she and her fiancé are saying about starting a family, and what she wants all women to know.
We've got the power. Power bowls packed with protein. Shred Happens influencer Arash Hashemi is here with his recipes, plus how he lost 100 pounds.
And we are on the move this morning.
And we're walking.
Walk, run, and don't miss out on the fun. We'll tell you what we're working out with Strava and how you can join us as we say, Good Morning, America.
Live from Times Square, it's Wednesday. Good Morning, America.
George Stephanopoulos, more than 10 years younger, down to the top of the Empire State Building. That was a long time ago. That was a lot of fun with Apollo Ano. But we're showing that because we're going to tell you about GMA Moves. That is coming up.
Definitely. Maybe we can have a repeat. We'll see.
You make it look effortless.
Exactly. Plus, Shred Happens influencer Arash Hashemi is here with some protein-packed recipes. I am a super fan. These meals are really good. They're easy to eat, easy to make, easy to eat too.
You've been selling these bowls. I'm looking forward to trying a little of that.
And dig in.
Also had a scam alert from the Better Business Bureau about fake liquidation sales from Joann Fabrics.
First look at the top stories breaking today. We start with the NASA astronauts arriving at the Johnson Space Center in Houston after an unexpected 9-month stay aboard the International Space Station. I want to go back to Faith Abubey in Cape Canaveral. Good morning, Faith.
Yeah, good morning to you, George. It was a remarkable scene here off the coast of Florida. A clean re-entry into the atmosphere and a splashdown that gave us dancing dolphins, the crew coming out of that capsule with the biggest smiles on their faces. And this morning, they're waking up in Houston, Texas, getting ready to reunite with their family members. NASA astronauts Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore touched back down on Earth yesterday after an unplanned 9-month stay in space. Their Boeing Starliner was sent back without them due to technical issues last year during an 8-day test flight. Their recovery capsule deploying parachutes yesterday, floating them down safely. In the afternoon, a pod of dolphins coming there to welcome them before they were lifted onto a recovery vessel. This morning, NASA and a medical team still evaluating that crew. They're making sure they're safe and healthy before reuniting with their families. The timing is still unclear, but it could happen within the next day or two. And after everything Sunny and Butch have been through, NASA is promising them some much needed time off.
Back to you, Whit.
I think they've definitely earned a few comp days. Faith Abubey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, we turn now to accusations that Prince Harry got special treatment in his U.S. visa application. Federal officials now say his immigration process followed all the necessary rules and regulations. Janae Norman is here with more. Janae, good morning.
Hey, Whit, good morning to you. So this is essentially an ongoing battle over whether Prince Harry was properly vetted before he moved to the U.S. with his family. The conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, raised questions about Harry's admitted past drug use. In his memoir, he writes about recreationally using cocaine and other drugs in the past. The foundation argues he either lied about his past drug use on his visa application, or if he disclosed the drug use, they say that he would have needed a waiver to be admitted into the country, which would have taken years. They say if he was admitted without a waiver, then that's just simply unlawful. In court documents filed on Tuesday, an official with the Department of Homeland Security says Harry's immigration process wasn't given favorable treatment, calling it speculation without evidence. Those documents were heavily redacted, with the filing saying to release Harry's exact status could subject him to reasonably foreseeable harm in the form of harassment. So while this case centers on Prince Harry and it seems like it's about a former royal, the Heritage Foundation maintains that the issue at hand is DHS's conduct and allegations of non-compliance, accusing the Department of Homeland Security of, quote, deliberately refusing to enforce the country's immigration laws and is responsible for the current crisis at the border. So a spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex declined to comment. Lindsay.
All right, Janae, thanks so much. Now to a warning from the Better Business Bureau about a new internet scam in connection with the bankruptcy of Joann Fabrics. Trevor Alt is here with the details for us. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Lindsay. So I'd imagine a lot of our viewers already know Joann Fabrics earlier this year announced plans to close all of their stores. A lot of shoppers saw an opportunity for going out of business sales, but scammers are capitalizing on that instinct. It prompted this Instagram post from Joann Fabrics. They're warning their only website is joann.com, and you have to beware of fraudulent websites. And it seems like there's an awful lot of them. The Better Business Bureau says they've had more than 200 reports of scam sites. Look at this list. This is from the Better Business Bureau. These are just some of the reported fake sites. JoannDiscount.shop, Joann-US.com, JoannStoreSales.com. All of which could seem real, and a lot of these sites boast going out of business sales with wild discounts, 90% off, and they will even advertise on social media, but none of them are connected to Joann Fabrics. So the takeaway is you always want to confirm that you are at the official website for the company, and instead of clicking on ad links, go directly to that official site, maybe even Google it, and then use a credit card so you can have fraud protection. But be wary always, if a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. I mean, even Joann says they're not even selling things online anymore. You have to go to the store. But some of these websites look very realistic.
Oh, man. Okay, Trevor, thanks very much. Coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, former Bachelorette Katie Thurston on her breast cancer fight, what she wants all young women to know.
Also ahead, millions of Americans suffer from back pain, but are you doing the right things to treat it? Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is here with a report that might actually surprise you.
Plus, Happy Gilmore is back. Lara has all the details just ahead in Pop News, but right now, Lara and Sam are upstairs. Hey, guys.
We stop and smell the roses, everybody. Deals and Steals is all about gardening.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, what do you know? Tori Johnson has a green thumb for your green savings.
Oh, and the bargains are starting at less than $5, folks. That's coming up right here on GMA. Do you have hand sanitizer? What is that?
Here we go. Already busy here in Times Square, and we're back with our GMA cover story. Former Bachelorette Katie Thurston on her breast cancer fight. She sat down with Eva Pilgrim. Hello, Eva.
Hey again, George. Katie Thurston says this is something she just didn't see coming. There's no history of breast cancer in her family. She was happy, newly engaged, and in a moment, she says everything she had planned and hoped for in the next year shifted.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Former Bachelorette Katie Thurston opening up about her recent breast cancer diagnosis.
Like the worst feeling I've ever felt. Like you're just devastated. You're so devastated. It's so shocking. As a 34-year-old woman, it's just, you're not prepared.
She says it all started when she noticed a small lump, but initially she didn't think anything of it.
When I felt my lump, it was sore. And as women, we're used to being told like, oh, it's probably their time of the month, or oh, it's from working out. So I brushed it off for a while. And then finally, I decided to go to the doctor.
In February, Katie was diagnosed with stage 3 triple positive ductal carcinoma.
Because of the size of my tumor, I have to do chemo first to shrink it down, and then I can have it then removed either one side, both sides. That's a conversation I don't even know yet.
It just feels like a lot of things you've had to decide very, very quickly.
You're on like survival mode. Like you don't have a choice. You show up or you die. And I hate to say it that way, but like you just every day you have an appointment, every day you have to show up. You don't have a choice.
The diagnosis coming just months after getting engaged to comedian Jeff Arcuri.
You just got engaged.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd be planning a wedding. We thought we'd be trying for a baby. And instead we know that this year's really dedicated to just treatment and getting better.
Arcuri canceling his world tour to be by her side.
I texted them. I'm like, there's no way I couldn't see you doing anything alone in this.
You say laughter's medicine, and
yeah.
I will say him being my partner, I really couldn't have asked for someone better by my side.
There we go. Great job, baby.
Katie preventatively harvesting her eggs following her diagnosis.
You know, we've done everything we can to be, you know, proactive for our future and our family plans. But in the event that IVF didn't work out, in the event that chemo did impact me in a negative way when it comes to my reproductive health, we're also okay being a childless couple.
Mm-hmm. What is it that you think is important that people take away when they see your story?
I think that's the biggest takeaway is telling people, like, don't wait, you know, be proactive, get checked out. You could be doing yourself a favor in the future.
Katie told me that before this, she really thought she would just elope. She wasn't into a big wedding and all the planning that requires. But now she's looking forward to the day, one day, when she's done with her treatment, when she can plan a big wedding and celebrate the beauty of life and love with all her people. Linsey.
And we look forward to celebrating along with her, Eva. Thank you. Now to a new study that finds most treatments for back pain may not be hitting the mark. Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is here to break it all down. So, Whit Johnson astutely questioned, is fuchsia the color for back pain awareness?
Exactly.
We both got the memo here. So, but apparently 1 in 4 Americans actually suffer from back pain. So what does this report say?
Yeah, low back pain is so common, and about 80% of adults will have it at some point in their life, and it can be debilitating physically, emotionally. It can be a financial burden, and there's so many treatments out there. In fact, people don't know what to do. I had a patient yesterday who said she had tried non-invasive treatments for over 1.5 years and really didn't get relief till she found surgical treatment. So the question is, what works? And so this was a big study that looked at over 300 trials of 56 different types of non-invasive, non-interventional treatments for low back pain. And unfortunately, they found that only 10% of those really showed effectiveness. And these were treatments like massage, heat, acupuncture, opioids, steroids, muscle relaxants. So when you look at that 10%, that's not really a great number in terms of relieving pain. And the effectiveness was small. We're talking about a small amount of pain relief compared to doing nothing. They also pointed out that really a lot of the studies in this arena really are not great quality studies, and the number of participants are small. So it's a real big void in terms of what we need to do in the future for research to get people better understanding of what works.
And we've been talking about this in recent weeks, that these non-surgical interventions aren't necessarily as effective. So in light of all of this, what should people do?
Well, they broke it down between acute pain and chronic low back pain. So for acute low back pain, which I have from this weekend when I pulled something, NSAID, so nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, things like Aleve, Advil, Motrin, ibuprofen, those seem to show some effectiveness. In terms of chronic low back pain, they talked about 5 things. So exercise, spinal manipulation, they talked about taping, antidepressants, and also certain drugs that you may have heard of, capsaicin creams or topical patches. Those seem to show effectiveness. In general, Linsey, the guidelines say that exercise, physical therapy, those things will work generally for low back pain. But really the best thing is prevention. So stretching, making sure you build up those core and back muscles, learning how to lift appropriately heavy objects, which I clearly don't know how to do. Yoga, Pilates, all these things can help. And then regular physical activity, maintaining a healthy weight, and avoiding smoking.
What are you doing for your back pain?
So I'm doing a short course of Aleve, right? But it's important to note, as a cardiologist, this does carry a black box warning for heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. A lot of people I see stay on these drugs for a long time, and they actually don't realize that those kinds of drugs can have that impact. So talk to your doctor if you're going to be honest.
Dr. Narula, always appreciate talking with you. Thanks so much. We'll send it over to Lara for Pop.
She's looking for something.
Hi. I was about to just get my earpiece, which is on the floor, and I really need. So, George, can you help me with that, and I'll get started.
I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
We're going to begin this rather awkward. Thank you, George. Rather awkward pop news,
But real.
but very real. We keep it real here at
To the
GMA.
rescue.
Now, I can hear you, control room. Let's do this. All right, we're going to begin with 4 of music's most fabulous ladies planning to take the stage this summer together.
Oh.
We are talking about Chaka Khan.
Yes.
Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan. Let me
Patti
rock it.
LaBelle.
Oh.
Gladys Knight
Yes.
and Stephanie
Stephanie
Mills.
Mills.
The Grammy winners joining forces for an historic tour that promises to celebrate decades of classics like Khan's I'm Every Woman. Sing
Ooh,
it.
It's All in Me.
It is an all in you.
Yeah,
Sing it.
baby.
Patti LaBelle's Lady Marmalade.
Yep.
Knight's Midnight Train to Georgia.
Oh.
And what about this one? Go, Lindsay.
Go, Lindsay.
This is just a great song. Yes, Sam. Is that the sprinkler?
I don't know. Is that the sprinkler?
Yeah, what are you swinging? What is that?
Anything. You just
lasso.
It may be a lasso and a sprinkler.
That's what it is.
So many great songs, so many great dance moves. Patti shared her excitement in a statement saying that she cannot wait to join her sisters on stage. Chaka Khan adding that music is about connection, that this will be a
Can we all
celebration.
go?
Absolutely.
All right.
A celebration of joy, power, and love. The Queen's Tour hits 11 cities. It kicks off May 9th in Vegas. Tickets go on sale this Friday.
Okay.
Sam will bring the
I need like 6 tickets. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Hey, also in pop news this morning, time to head back to the T-Box with Adam Sandler. Netflix has just dropped the first official trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. What a classic. Happy is ready to get back into the swing of things with the help of some of golf's greatest, including Rory McIlroy, Scotty Scheffler, and Bryson DeChambeau. Take a look.
I haven't swung a club in years. I'm a little intimidated. All these guys hit it big now. I don't know where to start.
Come on, brother. Grip it and rip it.
I guess I need to update my happy place to something a little more age appropriate.
Netflix teeing up the comedy 30 years after the original came out. That was 1996, everybody. Also returning for the sequel, Julie Bowen, Christopher McDonald, Ben Stiller, they're all in it. And look out for cameos from Bad Bunny and Travis Kelce.
Wow. Hey.
You can see it all when Happy Gilmore 2 drops on Netflix this summer, July 25th. And everybody, it's time. Yep, it's time. Happy Gilmore didn't make the final cut, the final 4 for our GMA Ultimate on-screen coaches bracket, but some pretty amazing coaches have continued their fight for the championships. Baseball took on hockey with a league of their own's Jimmy Dugan edging out Gordon Bombay from the Mighty Ducks. Friday Night Lights coach Taylor beat out George Knox from Angels in the outfield. Meanwhile, Ted Lasso took on Little Giants Danny O'Shea and came out a winner. That's right, for the hardest one. I'm sad to say Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid, he did not make it. No, he did not make it. Herman Boone from Remember the Titans took him down. The competition heating up now. Let's check out our final 4 coaches. Coach Taylor up against Tom Hanks. Jimmy Dugan, where are you? Yeah, there we are. Jimmy Dugan and Ted Lasso up against Herman Boone. Oh, I messed it up, but you see them all right here. You got it. Head to GMA, our Instagram stories right now to cast your vote for the final 4 of our Ultimate On-Screen Coaches bracket. You guys ready? You have your choices?
Yeah.
Predicting a winner?
Crying in baseball.
Are you going with Jimmy? Are you going with Jimmy?
That's what I'm going with.
I'm going. I got Ted Lasso. How could?
All right.
Did you really?
Well, listen, it's everybody's talking about it. That's pop news. Everybody, get on there and vote.
Spring starts tomorrow morning. It's a little after 5 a.m. Tori, I love you every day, but I really love you now. It's the gardening season kickoff with Tori bringing us some of the great deals and steals to celebrate this season. I love this season.
I do too. Okay, Garden Guru. If you are gardening, you know that the right tools make it easier, more enjoyable. We've got everything, whether you are pruning, digging, cultivating, weeding, cutting, raking. they've got a tool for you. They're all, what I love, they're like ergonomically correct so that they feel really good in your hand. Feel this, like trowel. Feel
it does, and it's nice and solid.
It's really solid. They're incredibly well made. I like the one that you're holding. That's a titanium coated stainless steel. So we've got all different options. Plus, we also have a bulb planter. All of these 50% off.
It's going to save your hands and your fingertips because you're digging in that soil. Get one of these, I swear.
Exactly. Something else that's going to save your hands and your fingertips are these gloves from GNF Products. We've got a big variety for men, women, and kids. So that one is like, if you're going to do a serious job and you need the extra protection from thorns.
And when you're in those rose bushes, this is,
that's what you need.
Yeah, that all gets scratched up.
That's right.
Genius.
Not
Genius
when you've
move.
got these on. Plus, we also have the options for kids, which are really great. Get them into the soil, get them playing. A lot of fun. Really great prices. Everything here is slash and half. $3.50 to $8 for really great gardening gloves. All right,
Happy spring!
This is seriously the look of spring. You can grow roses, peonies. We've got lilies, hostas, daisies, 10 different options of really hardy varieties. These are all from Cottage Farms. They are a leader in live plants with decades of experience of helping anybody without experience to become just a really successful gardener. So
and it takes help like that.
Yes.
It takes people who know what to do.
So the mini roses, they ship to you in little containers like this.
It's the right
Peonies
size.
come, in these bare roots like this, then with very clear instructions on exactly how you are going to plant and care so that you can have a beautiful garden. This is a fun one I'm buying today.
Bare root looks scary, but it's definitely a good way to go. I did a lot of my stuffed bare root. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Thumbs up from Sam.
Yep.
All the options, $20 to $30. All right. Then if you love birds, Home Bazaar is for you. This just really helps you I think it makes a garden more beautiful when you can attract the birds. So we've got feeders in houses that are all, they're not only cute, but they're also architecturally correct. This one right here, I mean, look at the pine shingles.
I know, this is great.
Look at the 3-story chapel, but we also have all of their brand new licensed products as well.
Did you see the little flowers in the window boxes?
The details are gorgeous, but even more importantly is they're really functional for the birds. So it's the right size hole, clean outs, drainage, ventilation. They have it all 50% off today, starting at $25.
And the bird has the cutest house on the block. You know all the birds are talking about it.
Bug MD, good for you, bad for the bugs. We've got a big variety of plant-based solutions. So we've got these mosquito stickers. So if you smell this, it's just citronella.
Yeah,
so you can put this
good.
all over yourself or the kids on a hat, on backpacks, clothing, sweatshirts. We've got those. We also have
because you don't want to be rubbing that stuff on kids, so that's so smart.
Extra.
Right.
Rodent repellent pouches. We also have this one's for indoors. It's the No Buzz
in New York.
Indoor
Can we ship these to New York?
Yeah. These are all slash and half, starts at $15. And finally, sometimes you got to bring the garden with you for your hydration from Tervis. We've got all of Tervis's best sellers. This one's my favorite. You one snap there and you get to just chug away. All of these beautiful options slashed in half.
Tori, you did it. It's amazing stuff. The season starts tomorrow. We partnered with all these companies on these great deals. So go to our website.
Welcome back to GMA, live from Times Square.
We have that music because we have a big announcement. Take it away, Lara and Ginger.
Thank you, George, because we do like to move it, and we want to do it with you all. So this morning, we're asking you to join us for our first ever GMA 5K. It's a nationwide fun run that everyone can be a part of, from your family and friends to your coworkers, your community. You can walk, you can skip, you can run. I won't, but you can. We just want you to be a part of this movement.
That was effortlessly done. The reading of the prompter mixed with this.
Multitasking.
Good luck to me. You can find out how you can hit the road with us by joining GMA Moves. It's our new virtual club on the Strava app. You can join by scanning the QR code on your screen or going to our website.
Easy as can be, and anyone can do it. You can even do it on a treadmill at home or at the gym while watching GMA, and we will help you get ready. We've got great ideas for prepping for this 5K. We've got great gear you can buy. So come on, everybody, let's do this. Let's welcome the summer with the GMA 5K. It happens on May 14th.
Just a little faster. Just a little faster.
May 14th. Sam, save us.
How's it going? It looks so sporty.
Thanks.
Thank
you. Do you like my pantyhose with my sneakers?
I can't. So, hi everybody. So I'm here with Arash Hashemi, a food influencer. Well, 7 million of us know you, right?
Yeah.
But for those who don't, welcome. Followers of the author of the new cookbook, Shred Happens. So easy, so good. He's going to show us how to make some easy and delicious protein-packed weekend dinners. Arash, welcome to GMA. I know that somewhere in here, Whit is going to jump on because I think this is his life. All right, now,
there we go.
But beyond being huge in this space, you lost a huge amount of weight.
Yeah, I have.
We've just been talking about this. Tell me, because I think it's more than you think it is.
Yeah, well, look, food was always a struggle for me, and I was eating the wrong foods at the wrong times. Yeah. And that catches up with you after a while. And so at one point I was over 330 pounds.
Unbelievable.
Pre-diabetic, high cholesterol, so I knew I needed to get that right. And so I decided to really reset my relationship with food, figure out, because I had tried all the diets out there.
Sure.
You name it, I've tried them all.
I get it.
And they were all great in certain moments, but I always got bored. I got tired of the foods. They were either restrictive, and so I wanted food to be an adventure. I wanted to be excited what I was eating. And so that's when I discovered this type of eating, and it's helped me lose over 100 pounds and maintain that, and it's I look forward to all my meals.
So you call these protein power-packed bowls. So let's walk me through what we need to do.
Yeah, so I'd like to think about it in 3 kind of key areas.
Okay.
One is a base. You want a good base, you want a great protein, and then you want toppings. That's where all the magic happens.
This is so delicious, guys. I can't wait to get to it. Now, I feel like I do this wrong, so tell me how to do this right.
Well, there's no right or wrong way. It depends on your mood and what your goals are, right? So, simple form, you want to have rice, brown rice, quinoa, couscous, whatever it is.
Is that cauliflower rice?
If you're lower carb, you can absolutely. You can go for a lower carb cauliflower rice option, and then for me, the last one is my Kaizen high protein, low carb rice. So if you want to keep it low carb and high protein.
And that's your development right there.
That's right. Me and my wife, Madalena,
Talk
made
to me
that.
how I get this chicken to look this good, because I mess it up.
Key is marinade. We don't do boring chicken around here, okay? So we're going to actually make it super juicy, super tender. Now, growing up, my mom used to put 2 things in our Persian chicken kebabs that made it super succulent. And that is a little bit of Greek yogurt. You want to add some citrus. Yep. It's going to help break down those. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to add
just a little
smear
it around
oil.
all of it?
Yeah, smear it around, mix it up. Give it a good mixy mix, as I like to say, and we're going to add a few easy spices. This has actually been instrumental for me to add a ton of flavor without the calories, and it really helps bring out the flavors.
You're going to list all these spices on the website so people can get them, because I feel like some of these I have and some of these I don't have.
Exactly, and if you don't have it, feel free to just mess around. That's what I did.
The marinade. Just leave it in there.
Leave it in there. If you've got time, leave it overnight. If you don't, half an hour is enough.
Okay, if I Ziploc bag it to marinate,
absolutely.
Is that okay?
Even better.
Okay.
Yeah, Ziploc, absolutely. So then you want to cook it up. Again, you can air fry this, you can grill this, you can really make it however way you like. And you just want to put these down for a few minutes. The sizzle, exactly.
You use an iron skillet. I have one, I just don't use it. This is your preferred way to go?
This is my preferred way to go. Depends on how much time you have. You can do an air fryer, but simple as that.
Look how gorgeous this is. I'm going to snack on this. That is so good. All right, let's keep moving.
Another
because we've got
secret is
other
when it
bowls
comes up,
to do.
you don't want to slice into it just
yet.
Hi. And am I doing all the work? Or are you
No,
doing some of the work?
you don't want.
You should make some sauce.
God,
Let's
really?
have you make some of the sauce.
Okay, what are we doing?
All right, so for the sauce here, we're going to do like a dill cucumber yogurt type sauce.
Okay.
So we're going to add some Greek yogurt.
Is that one?
That's the Greek yogurt.
Okay, good to know.
We're going to add some mayo.
Yeah.
Some fresh dill.
Yeah.
Some cucumbers.
Mayo's okay.
Mayo's okay. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you want to use all Greek yogurt, you can. If you want to do half and half, you can.
Cucumbers.
Again, it depends on your goals. And then we're going to add a little.
Is that lemon juice? Pickle juice.
You can use lemon juice.
I know.
It's going to
like
bring out a lot of flavor there.
What's that one?
Fresh dill.
Dill. Okay.
Yeah.
All of it.
All of it.
Don't be afraid of it.
Don't be afraid. Give it a good mix. You could use more if you like. You could use a little. And then once we've got the base, once we've got the protein, we're going to bring it all together. Now, I also like to make this incredible little salad, I call it.
How easy is that to make?
Super easy.
Okay.
Tomatoes, red onions. I add a little sumac in there, lemon juice. Super low calorie, excellent. So we want to add this here. Let's boil it up.
Dump it in here?
Dump it up.
Okay, do you want to separate it? Is that how you do this?
You know, there's some people that mix it up after I like to keep it separate.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I like to get a little bit of everything.
Lara, separate it and then mix it for the flavor?
And then mix it.
All right.
We got to add the chicken. Where's the chicken? There you go.
I almost took it to snack on.
That's all right.
Put it in there?
Put it in there. Put one, put two.
All right.
Perfect. We're going to add a couple drizzles of sauce.
Anywhere?
Anywhere. No judgment here. Beautiful.
How was that?
Do you want to take over my cow?
I'm a saucier.
All right. Awesome.
All right.
Now the best part. Yeah. Top it up with a little. This is the best part. We eat with our eyes, and so you just want to make it look as pretty as possible. Look at that.
All right. I'm going to start eating.
Yeah.
So you tell us about the taco bowl.
All right.
Pete, I know you're telling me something, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Oh, move. We've only got 15
We got to move.
seconds.
All right.
Got it.
So we add this. We add the beef here. We're going to add a few easy spices. Again, if you don't have all the spices.
This is a taco bowl.
This is the taco bowl.
And it is
if you don't have it, you can use taco
I get what
packets.
we've been talking
We're
about.
using rice here.
You
and
have
again,
the biggest
toppings.
fan of
Oh, wait.
My family. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
My family's been eating this stuff for years
Amazing.
now. Yeah.
How does it taste?
It's so good.
And we're gonna give this recipe on our website because unfortunately we don't have time to do it.
We ran out of
We
time.
are doing a commercial break, but we'll have it on our website for sure. And Sam can hit it.
You can get Arash's cookbook, Shred Happens. So easy, so good. It's available now.
Stars of Tyler Perry's legal thriller Duplicity are with us. We're going to talk to them in just a moment, but first we want to show you a clip. Take a look.
Why did you let me sleep so late?
I already called your work. I pushed everything back by a few hours. You're fine?
No. I need to check on Fela.
I already called her too. Last night and again this morning. She's fine.
Okay.
I told her you're going to stop by after work. All right, baby. So
What?
I'm worried about you. I don't know what to do here.
Tony, I know we're still learning each other, okay? But you gotta let me fight.
Ooh, someone seems a little stressed out. That was Kat Graham and Tyler Lefley. Both are with us right now. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, America.
Yeah, so happy to have you guys here because we had Tyler Perry on yesterday. First of all, he was a riot. But he talked about this film with such love and also kind of horror that he created these characters because he said he was like these are depraved characters in the best way possible. Yes. That's not his words, but he said he was writing the movie and the characters just kept coming to him and he was like, I was surprised at myself at how kind of twisted it was. Good characterization?
Yeah, to say the least, yeah. There's definitely some twists and turns to it for sure.
So when you read the script, were you like, what is this man thinking?
Yeah, blown away. I mean, page by page, I was really into it just as a fan at first, you know, and by the time I got to the third act to see, you know, where it was going without giving everything away, I mean, it was crazy.
And Tyler, your experience with the other Tyler is pretty cool, the way you got this role. You suddenly you were hanging out and picked up the phone and it was Tyler Perry?
Yes, I was actually, I think I was on production maybe for P-Valley or Harlem, and he gave me a call and said he was just, he had a few films that he was doing, and you know, just go ahead and read the scripts, pick out something that you like. If you like it, give me a call back. If not, cool. You already know I'm going to call him right back. You know, so I called him back, and the first one that jumped out of the page to me was Tony. In Duplicity. So, you know, the rest is history. And now on the 20th, it's coming out, what, tonight?
What is today? Is today?
So,
no,
well,
today's the 19th.
12 a.m., yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, so you're right, you're right. Kat, I want to ask you, what is it like to work with Tyler Perry?
Well, he's my idol, so it's like working with your idol, you know. But everything that you imagine your idol to be, he actually delivered that and then some. He's just this pioneer and this living legend, and he's the writer and the producer and the director of this film, so it all had his tone, and he's just so grounded, cares about his crew, is so funny, but still so focused. He's just he's the all man. About he's the man, and he just he represents possibility and like limitless potential. Yeah. I love him so much,
and total optimism. You know, he's
he really
just a
is.
very positive
he
person.
Really is.
I loved reading about you, and you really dove in, no pun intended, to this role. I mean,
that's good. Thank you. Little nugget, you guys.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yep.
But this isn't the first time you've had to act underwater.
No,
I think we have some video. Talk to me about when you were like, I'm doing this again, and what is that like, training for a scene like that?
You know, we had a really great stunt team for Duplicity. They crushed it and made sure I didn't drown. I am not great underwater.
Who is?
I just want to be clear. Like they made it look like I'm a superhero, but I am completely clumsy, and you know. But it's scary.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing. But you know, being you know pumped up by Tyler Perry, you really do think you are limitless.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I could do it. So it was great.
Well,
We watched it last night. It actually came out really good on screen.
Good. He knew you both could do it. He's so happy with you, and he actually gave us a special message to you. We want to share it before we go. Take a look.
Tyler, I'm just so excited to be able to tell you how much I enjoyed working with you, and the world gets to see Duplicity and all your work. So great, so great. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. And let's go kill this thing. Hey.
So nice.
He's the man, ain't he?
He's the best.
Well, and so are you guys. Really excited about Duplicity, and it's so great to meet you.
Thanks
Best of
for
luck with
having
everything.
us.
Anytime.
Absolutely.
Anytime,
Thanks
guys.
for having us.
Duplicity starts streaming on Prime Video. Tyler, I told you I'd say it multiple times. Prime Video, Duplicity. It's tomorrow.
Now to a brand new initiative from Nat Geo called the National Geographic 33. It's an annual list of change makers shaping our world. Ed Norton, Michelle Yeoh, Don Cheadle. These Hollywood heavyweights are among the brand new National Geographic 33, innovators tackling our planet's most pressing issues. These 33 global changemakers appearing in the April edition of National Geographic magazine.
They're from all over the world, working in different fields, from different walks of life. And what they all have in common is they are taking action to address some of the most important issues of our time.
Why 33? In 1888, National Geographic was founded by 33 visionary explorers, scientists, and scholars who saw the need to deepen people's understanding of the world. Today's 33 carefully considered, reflecting diverse backgrounds and experiences, like actor, entrepreneur, and real-life ocean protector Jason Momoa.
I came because I have no choice.
His interest in the oceans, well predates Aquaman. He studied marine biology as a young person, and he's become very active in raising awareness for the need to preserve our marine spaces.
Momoa also creating his own company, making aluminum water bottles to reduce plastic waste that ends up in our waters. And there's Eugenia Carbo, South Africa's first chief heat officer, helping vulnerable communities deal with changing climate.
And together with her partner, the mayor of Freetown, Yvonne Aki-Sawyer, they have been really doing a number of things to try to help the population deal with extreme heat. They planted more than 1 million trees to create more shade and to cool the temperatures around Freetown and Sierra Leone.
And Carla Perez, a pioneering mountaineer from Ecuador.
She was inspired to create opportunities for people with disabilities to get out into nature, into the mountains, and to enjoy the kind of experiences that she does.
Amazing work. You can check out the full list of the National Geographic 33 now at the website right there on your screen. Coming up, tax day tips, how you can put more money back into your pocket. Just like that.
We are back now with Money Matters, and this morning we are talking taxes, so we turn to the experts. This segment is sponsored by H&R Block, and Andy Phillips, Vice President of their Tax Institute, is here. Andy, let's start it off. You say there is help out there. You don't have to be all alone when you're doing your taxes.
That's right. So with less than a month to go till April 15th, there's nothing more important than getting that trusted tax expertise with something this important, right? And as the company that created the tax prep category 70 years ago, our 60,000 tax pros have literally seen it all. And that's how we make sure we get every single one of our clients the maximum refund guaranteed.
So what are some of the questions that people should ask when they're going to prep taxes?
Yeah, so look, receiving a tax refund is often the largest financial transaction of the year for millions of Americans. And so it's really important to get it right. The first thing your tax professional should ask you when you sit down, tell me what's changed since last year. Those life changes, whether it's getting married or having a child, those can often mean those life changes, can often mean tax changes and tax benefits. A few other questions you should think about asking is, tell me what credits and deductions I'm eligible for. How can I maximize my refund? And are there any new tax laws I need to be aware of? And so what's really important is to not just think about 2024 when you do that, use it as an opportunity to make a plan for 2025 as well.
And now, speaking of new, what are some of the new child tax credits we should look out for?
Yeah, so the child tax credit is worth up to $2,000 per eligible child under age 17, with up to $1,700 of that amount being refundable. Now, what refundable means is you can get that amount even if you don't owe any taxes. Here's another thing to emphasize. That's up to $2,000 per eligible child, meaning if you have 5 eligible kids at home, you may be looking at up to $10,000 credit. Another one to think about that people often miss is the child and dependent care credit, which is meant to help cover the cost of child care, daycare, summer camp, and related expenses, absolutely, for children under the age of 13 while the parents are either working or even looking for work. And in some cases, that can actually cover the cost of caring for a parent or a spouse if they're not able to care for themselves.
The summer camp, getting their FEIN is important. You mentioned some things that are missed in childcare, but what are others that are commonly missed?
Yeah, let's just hit a couple. So first, education credits, the American Opportunity Credit, and the Lifetime Learning Credit. Now, these are designed to help subsidize the cost of higher education for you, your spouse, or your dependents. Another commonly missed credit is the Earned Income Credit, which is a refundable credit to help working Americans make ends meet. Now, there are some income limitations on that one, but a lot of folks miss out each year because they don't realize they qualify.
This is probably my favorite of the questions because it's not just about this year, but quickly tell us, you can help us with years past.
That's right. Each year, millions of people leave billions of dollars on the table in missed tax benefits. That's why at H&R Block, we offer our clients a free second look at their last 3 years' tax returns to help them identify any missed credits or deductions to help them get more of their hard-earned money back.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you. And for more tips, you can go to GMA's Instagram pages. And don't forget, tax filing deadline, April 15th.
That's right.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.